Hello, everyone, and welcome back to season 2 of the Grand Strand. Hi, welcome. I'm very excited to be here. Buddy, why don't you tell us what season 2 is going to be about?
Well, thank you, Josh. Season 2 is going to be about this coterie coming back together after 6 months of being apart. But we'll get into that in my intro. First, I want you to all introduce yourselves once again, starting with Kitsu.
Hello, I am Kitsu. I play Astrid, the Tremere.
Chris?
I'm Chris, the Primogen. I play Anthony Tulip, the former bodyguard / friend of Hunter and Tsimitsi.
Harry?
Hi, I'm Harry, and I will be playing Galen, the Salubri.
Josh?
Hi, I'm going to be playing Hunter, the Southern Revnos.
And our special guest, Nick, would you like to tell us who you are and who you're playing?
Hi, I'm Nick, and I'm reading for Baron George. I'm really excited.
We're really excited to have you here. Baron George is a Brujah. You can't tell by Nick's background.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and speaking of backgrounds, special shout out to Judge Bread, who has made all of this animated everything. It's incredible. We're so lucky to have Judge Bread in the community and made this for us for our show. So thank you.
Yes, we feel very
This
blessed.
is amazing.
Thank you. Okay, if you all are ready, we can head to the beach. Just want to remind everyone that this is a Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play. We've gone over our safety and our consent, but if this is too much for you, please don't feel bad about stopping, watching later, or leaving altogether. Your safety is important to all of us playing. 6 months ago, our coterie stood witness to the final deaths of a baron, a prince, and a pirate. Since then, most of the coterie have gone their separate ways, pursuing their own goals and endeavors, while one has returned to the spoils and success of their former unlife. The Grand Strand has done some fracturing of its own. The Tremere Prince, Dean Preston, seeks to bolster the Camarilla against the battering ram that is the Anarch movement. But even the revolutionaries disagree on how to fight the good fight, and a schism has formed between the local Unbound and those new to the domain who seek to claim Myrtle Beach as their own. Perhaps this is why Hunter Pirot has reached out via text message to his former coterie, asking them all to meet him tonight at his establishment, Pirate's Voyage. Or perhaps it's something else. Either way, the coterie will gather once again. We begin our scene with you, Astrid. You awake in pure darkness, but for you, that isn't a problem. Please roll me your evening rouse check. That is not a success.
Hungry.
So you grow hungrier. So you are now at 1 hunger. It was so nice to feel full, even if it was just for an hour, maybe less. Would you like to activate Oblivion Sight since you are in total darkness?
Yeah, I believe it is second nature to me at this point.
It is. You activate Oblivion Sight, and it is as if the room is illuminated. You can see the storage unit that you hid away in as the sun was coming up with your sisters, Susie and Magnolia. Right now, they are discussing what happened last night, and Magnolia is very agitated and nervous. There's no way that we're going to get away with this. She drank someone from the Camarilla. They're going to come for us. He wasn't just some lick off the street. He was somebody. They're going to come for us. I feel it. I know it.
I'm right here.
Magnolia turns to look at you. Her eyes are also black. And of course, the visage that you see is not the one that you knew when you first met Magnolia, when she was still human. She is now pale, gaunt. Her skin is tones of gray and blue. She's completely bald, and her fangs hang down long, almost over her lips. Astrid, you took me in, you helped me, but and I believe in this cause. I met Anita, and I understand what our mission is, and I think we're doing right. But what you did to that Tremere, they're gonna get us. They're gonna come for us. The prince is gonna come for us.
Well, we've got a prince on our own here, and he's not very interested in that.
That's who I'm talking about. You killed a Tremere. From what everyone has told me, the Tremere are very like they protect their own or something.
It'll be fine.
That's all you ever say, Astrid. Whenever I ask questions, whenever I ask about Hunter, whenever I ask about what we're gonna do when Anita's gonna come back, all you ever say is it'll be fine. It'll work itself out.
Because it will.
But you're supposed to be our leader.
I know, and I am. And you have to trust into the process. There are things that Anita showed me, and things that are in motion that if I were to completely expose could bring trouble. I am under certain commands as well. So I am but the person in the chain. However, that's not necessarily going to be going on forever. And what I ask of you is that you put your trust in me, and like I put it in Anita. And I will keep you safe as I can, with everything I've got. And so far, what we've achieved so far has been far more than anything anyone else has achieved around these parts. And if someone comes, if they come in numbers, don't forget, we're not alone here.
You say you're going to keep us safe, but you told us right before we all fell asleep that you had to leave us, that you had to go see Hunter.
Yes.
Have you told him about me? Does he know? Does he care that I died?
It's not come up yet. I'm working on it. I will make sure I ask the right questions. The thing is that there's more on our plates right now, and what happened yesterday was just one part of a plan, one part of an outcome. It really will be fine, because we can see what they cannot see. There is a world beyond this. There is a better life out there.
Susie, your other sister, steps around Magnolia. You know that Susie is mute. She can't speak. And she puts her hand on Magnolia and puts her hand on you, nods, and gestures to the door, as if to say, I will protect her for you.
I put my hand on her hand.
She just nods. Do you take anything with you? Do you exit?
What do I have at my disposal?
You have your rituals, your Cling of the Insect, and your athame to cut yourself, your knife, your dagger. Any weapons at your disposal you have with you? Are you taking it all?
Yeah, I have a purse with all that in it.
All right. You also have a car at your disposal that you purchased. And it's just a very plain 4-door black sedan.
I will only say that I have a very cheap-looking burner phone.
Mm-hmm. Do you text Hunter back and let him know that you're on the way?
I look at the text message for a while. Well, first of all, have the other two gone?
Susie and Magnolia are going to stay there in the
okay.
storage unit.
I turn around and I say, stay here. It will be okay. I'll be a little while. And hopefully I'll have some more news for you. But in the meantime, know that nothing will happen immediately. I have my eyes on things.
Just get in touch with us when you can, okay?
I will. She turns around and goes for the car.
Mm-hmm.
And looks at the text message for a little bit and then types back, okay, I'm coming, smiley face, and sends it.
Mm-hmm. And you drive off, and as Aster drives away from the storage unit, which should be noted, belongs to Hunter, we move our scene to Anthony. Anthony, you wake also somewhere that you don't want to be. You awake in Stella's home, in the bathroom. You've spent almost the entirety of the last 6 months here trying to train your new child, who has proven difficult and completely unlike you. Please make your evening rouse check, your rouse check for your vicissitude roll, and roll me vicissitude. That is a success. And a failure. That puts you at 2 hunger for this evening.
All right, then let's roll for vicissitude. Let's see here.
4 successes.
Critical
Yes.
success. Look
Everything-
particularly stunning.
You actually are particularly stunning this evening. You look better than you have the past few nights, especially those nights when Stella is particularly difficult.
Really helps that she has 2 mirrors in the bathroom. Makes it easier to get the proportions right.
Stella actually has quite a nice home that she's purchased since becoming a Tzimitzi. She quit her job and then faked her death and collected on her own life insurance. She's quite proficient at it. As you exit out of the bathroom, you see Stella is standing in the living room and she's feeding on an Uber Eats driver. You can.
Stella.
Do you stop her mid-feed? She knows you're there. She retracts her fangs from this man. And she tells him to go and forget he was ever here. She puts money in his hand and he leaves.
This is how many times you've fed on this man the last week.
Who can tell?
He can tell when he doesn't have the energy to get to work.
Well, when
don't
he
think
doesn't
he's
have
going-
the energy to get to work, then they send somebody else. So
And you're ruining this man's life because you can't be bothered to go outside and hunt.
well, the problem is that when I go outside and hunt, I learn all sorts of new things that you don't like me learning.
This is a perfect opportunity for me to ask you, do you recall the 4th tradition that I told you?
Remind me.
The
Sire.
tradition of accounting. Until thy progeny shall be released, thou shalt command them in all things. Their sins are thine to endure. What you do, Stella, reflects back on me, whether or not this is a Camarilla city.
Yeah, that's what's real funny, Anthony, is that you aren't Camarilla. You weren't even Anarch. You were
Do you
Sabbat.
know where these traditions come from? Can you guess why we have them, even
Yeah,
in the Anarchs?
Actually, I can. From the few times you've let me out of my own domicile, I've learned a lot.
Enlighten me.
Well, according to a very nice woman in the Camarilla, the traditions began after the first Anarch revolt in a little town in England called Thorns.
That is correct, but that doesn't explain why.
Well, to keep us safe from the humans, like Marcus.
Partly that. Partly to ensure that there is a mutual understanding between sire and child. Until you've been evaluated to be fully fledged member of whatever society we belong to, It is my responsibility to ensure that you do not break the Masquerade.
I won't break the Masquerade. It's why I erase their memories, Anthony. And you don't get to tell me anything about traditions because you're in the anarch movement, and they don't even have a baron. Do you even know what's going out on the streets as you stand there in the corner and watch my every move? Do you even notice the world moving around you?
Would you prefer I leave you alone? Let you sort things out yourself?
Actually, yeah.
Fine.
I want to join them, Anthony.
The Camarilla, the Ivory Tower.
I've told you before. What they have going on is smarter, and there's justice to be had in their society.
Justice.
Yeah, I used to be a police officer. I still believe in what I used to do.
How
you
many
took that away from me.
How many sergeants were there at your precinct?
It was small, only 2.
Captains, 1.
Yes.
How did you? How would someone become a captain at your precinct?
Well, politics aside, a lot of butt sniffing and getting. Well, you do the job. What is your point, Anthony?
My point is that in human society, eventually you rise in rank as the older generations leave room for the younger ones. Now imagine the older generation never goes away. They just get stronger, more powerful.
Like I tell you, Anthony, you're not watching the world around you. The old ones, they ain't here. At least not a lot of them.
They don't need to be here to know what's going on. They have their eyes
because
and
they
ears everywhere.
aren't here. There's a place for me in the Camarilla.
There's always a place for you in the Camarilla.
This woman that you keep having me look into, this Azaria Duran, I've met with her, talked to her. I don't know if she knows who I am or the connection to you.
Why did you meet with her?
Well, you keep asking me to look into her on the internet, and it's kind of hard because she's so old.
So you decided to just pay her a visit?
Yeah, I used to be a detective.
Tell you what. Why don't you take a week, figure things out on your own, and you call me when you realize that you have no idea what you're doing.
You're not that much older than me. Not in human years, at least. I think I might even be a couple years older than you. So you're not telling me anything I don't already know. I know how to take care of myself, and I know what's best for myself.
If you knew how to take care of yourself, you would never have gotten involved with my kind to begin with. Our kind.
I didn't know, did I? Did you tell me? Were you upfront about it? Or did you wave money into the face of a human whose mother was dying? That's what I thought. Speaking of phones, though, yours keeps going off. There's a text message from your pirate friend. He wants you to meet him at your place. You should probably keep your phone on your person instead of out in my living room.
You're reading my messages now?
Well, you don't even have it locked, Anthony. Secondly, this Azaria Duran that you're so worried about, don't know what her connection is to you, or why you're so worried about her or me hanging out with her, but you should know, ain't her real name.
Interesting.
I don't know if they had Wikipedia, if you know how to use it. You should look up the name Julie Debonnet. It's French, I don't know how to say it right. But she's
Julie
kind of a
Debonnet.
badass who I'd much rather hang around with.
Alright. Well, Stella, the night is young. Clearly you know what you're doing. Clearly you know the world better than I do, so go out, have fun. Figure things out on your own.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Anthony.
You know how to reach me.
Unfortunately. Stella goes into her own bedroom, closes the door. Anthony, do you head to Hunter's, to Pirate's Voyage?
Yeah.
The text message is quite simple, by the way. It just says, come to my place, we need to talk.
Before I leave, I look up how to put a lock on my phone.
Certainly. And that's something Anthony can do as he gets in his bright cobalt blue Ford F-150 and drives away. We move our scene now to Galen and George. Both of you are in Galen's clinic that has been closed for half of a year. Both of you had an eventful night that ended in a fire. Suck Bang Blow, George's bar, was set ablaze, burnt to the ground, while you two were out taking out some Banu Hakim for the Anarch movement. Galen and George, your rouse checks, please.
Absolutely.
Doing mine on my phone, so it's gonna take a bit.
It's okay.
That is a no successes. I am
No successes for either of you. Galen, it was nice to not hear the voice of Bethany in your head, but you are back at 1 hunger.
Yep.
And George, what hunger does that put you at? Should we look? I think it's 3.
I'm at 2. That's what it looks like.
I'm pretty sure that you are at 3 hunger.
Okay, I'll add 1 then.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Galen, of course, you wake up with George in the room with you, but Victoria is not there. You knew that she wouldn't be. Phone is still in your hand, and you got the text message from Hunter last night, and you can still see the message before it. The picture someone sent you of Victoria lying in torpor in Camarilla territory with the phrase, "Do you love me enough to save me?" written underneath it.
So my thinking is I can't just rush into Camarilla territory without support. So I say that the best call is to go to Hunter and maybe see if we can rally the troops, if you will.
George, you have a notification on your phone. It's just a simple Google alert, but it is a news video of the devastating fire of Suck Bang Blow. Do you choose to watch it?
Yeah. Why not?
You see people, it's someone had taken video of their phone as it was happening. You know Junie was in there, your right hand, your lieutenant. You know most of your crew have gone missing or possibly perished in the fire. Everything that you built here to try and bolster the movement is gone.
Yep. So I'm back to square one, basically.
You are.
Well,
You are past square one. You are without a place, without a domain here. And the crew that you brought with you from Tallahassee is possibly gone.
Yeah. I just kind of look at Doc here and just don't say a word.
Did you increase your hunger? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm at 3.
You hear the voice of your beast as you watch the video. You hear it say, "You failed them. All your people gone, burnt up. All to help this little soul sucker? Take him out. Drain him dry. Take your revenge."
You want to shut the hell up?
You want a drink?
Doc, you got anything to drink here?
I mean, I have some blood bags, but I know that sometimes other kindred can be a bit particular about their sources, so...
I'm a Bruja, dude. Whatever you got.
Yeah, sure. I'll open up the the large refrigerator unit and toss a couple blood bags to him.
Thank you.
Do you consume 2?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can remove yourself back to 1 hunger.
Sweet. There we go.
Another text comes through, Galen, from Victoria's phone. And it says, I chose you. Will you choose me?
Well, I'm not going to reply to that text, so I'm just going to put my phone in my pocket and say, look, I've got a friend that I'd like you to meet. I think, we're in a bad spot, to say the least. I mean, our assets now consist of whatever weapons I have stashed around here, and fuck all else. So I think this could be a good chance to reinforce our standing.
Yeah, you're right.
He's a fellow by the name of Hunter. He runs Pirate's Voyage.
Would I know that?
You would. You went to Pirate's Voyage at the big Camarilla party. It's where you first met Galen.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go then.
He's a good guy, yeah. He can be a bit of an ass sometimes, but we all can.
Okay.
So yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
Get into my Prius, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Now, last time, George, you insisted that if you have to drive in a Prius, you at least have to drive.
I'm not in the mood to drive, so
Understandable.
I think you should drive.
Would you say that George's general demeanor is rather melancholic?
Yeah, I'm very no words right now, just thinking more.
Mm-hmm.
As we drive, though, I do blast Wu-Tang like last time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get to control the radio.
Yeah.
Seems like a small consolation.
Yep.
As you drive off into the night.
Yeah, we head over to Pirate's Voyage.
Let's do it.
And we move our scene to Hunter. Hunter, you've sent out your mass text before you went to sleep for the day. Now you wake in the very comfortable, large, well-lit, opulent room that you keep at Pirate's Voyage. Please make your evening rouse check.
Will do. Did that go through? Ugh.
Yeah.
That puts you at hunger 2 for this evening. You feel it. You feel that pang in your stomach, the uneasiness, the jitteriness. You can almost remember what it felt like when you used to drink too much coffee. It's almost the feeling it gives you. Makes you feel on edge. Caden, you assume it's Caden, raps on your door.
Come in then.
Good evening, sir. Glad to see you're awake. Would you like the good news or the bad news?
I've never expected any good news, so let's start with that.
Okay, well, the good news is that since G's Sunrise Cruise has been destroyed by somebody, your plans to make an actual pirate ship, Pirate's Voyage casino ship on the Waccamaw River, it is going great. We have the plans, we've got the contractors, it is going great. We're really going to give people a pirate experience sailing down the Waccamaw.
Well, that is good news. Thank you.
Yes, and profits for this quarter are higher than they've been in the last 7 years, sir. The casino and the public-facing business is doing fantastic. We're getting great press. It's just better than we could have expected.
Good.
Bad news. None of the new workers that you hired, we've noticed them disappearing. Or not showing up for work, and the last ones that were showing up for work didn't come in tonight. That makes none of those new workers you hired here.
They've all gone.
Well, the ones that disappeared before, like a few weeks ago, I checked out their homes. I even looked on their social media accounts. There's nothing. It's like they've disappeared.
I know. They had hard lives. So,
I just don't know why they would give up a job. You don't even make them, fill out any W-9s or nothing. They can work here under the table.
don't you worry about it. I will figure things out. And hopefully they'll come back to work.
Oh, I trust you, sir. The only other news I have is that somebody broke into your storage unit last night. We have images on the cameras. Oh, one of them looks like Astrid. One of them looks like a very ill woman, and the other one, something might have been wrong with the camera because she doesn't really. She's kind of fuzzy. You can't really see her on the camera. I assume it's a she. Maybe it's a he.
Well, guess I'll ask Astrid then.
Oh, she gonna be here?
That's a very good question.
Well, I'll head down to make sure that all the performers are ready because we have a lot of press there tonight, and we even got some people from the media, from the daytime talk shows down on the Grand Strand, WMBF.
That's good to know. You ready for the big time?
Oh, I'm just the man behind the man.
Don't sell yourself short.
Thank you, sir. I just try and do my best.
Don't worry, I see it. Just in case, I'm expecting 3 visitors tonight.
Besides Astrid, or including Astrid?
Including Astrid.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll head down and see if she's here. You come with me, or do you have something to do in your room?
Why don't I come with you?
All right. As you descend the stairs of Pirate's Voyage, you've remade everything. Everything is shining and clean and sparkling, and it's inviting. It's beautiful. And you can already see people rushing in to the public side. That is not the casino portion. Here it is very empty. You have told Caden no one's coming into the casino this evening. But the public-facing side is packed full of willing and eager participants and audience. And as Caden heads into that portion of the building, Astrid arrives first. You see her, and she looks a little not quite so calm or collected this evening.
I go straight up to Astrid. I take her hand. Good evening, my dear.
She grabs his hand really tight and like pulls him into a hug. Good evening. How are you? It's been a bit.
Yeah, no need to be so formal. Still me.
I kept the necklace you gave me. See, I tried to. I put it on, but
You look stunning.
You wanted to see us, you said, and just as well, we should talk.
Yeah, sure. You want to talk before they arrive, or I've got Anthony and Galen hopefully arriving.
Yeah, maybe we should talk before. Let's go.
Sure, let's find somewhere private. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to hear anything from you tonight. This is good news.
It's been difficult. You know how it gets. There's things. I'll let you know. I'm trying to piece things together. As always.
What are you trying to piece together?
Myself, mainly. But here's the thing. I think I've done a big step in that direction. However, The issue is that, every step I take comes with a lot of waves.
You've caused trouble again.
Aren't most revolutions in history caused that way? No, that sounds like a big overstatement, but yeah, it's very good to see you. I hope things can calm down soon. And then we can just relax for a while.
I'd like that too, but if you ever want to be more specific so I can actually help you, I'll be here.
I don't... Thank you.
Are you actually in danger tonight?
Not here. I don't think.
Good
I
to
wouldn't
know.
have come if I were to bring issues to you. Not right now. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. That's the gist of it all. So I hope someday I can say the same and be like, hey, if you need anything, I can protect you. I can fix this. I can be there for you. But just know that I'm working on it.
Okay.
I wanted to ask though, and this is not necessarily related, so you don't have to think. It was just like a thought. I was thinking of how I've been looking a lot into things, and a lot of vampires, a lot of us don't keep seeing each other for long. Don't keep... It's rare that, these things last. I can't say I'm not worried. So I was wondering, why me? Why did you had so many... I'm not questioning you, mind you. I'm just trying to find the core of something to hold on to. For when I have to be out there and I don't know what's happening or what's going on, or when I have to be strong for others. Why me? What makes you... Why me? You could have anyone in this establishment, this town, if you wanted to.
Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll take that as a compliment. You want to know why? You want to know the truth? At the first moment I thought about you, it was the beast. It was hunger. It was sleeping in the same bed as you and waking up like I had a growling in my stomach. And it told me that you were everything I wanted. And I didn't want to hurt you. So I asked. And you said yes. And from that moment on, I knew that you would accept me, beast and all. And that meant a lot. So, I accept you, mysteries and all.
At that moment, Anthony, you arrive and you can already tell that you are interrupting a intimate conversation.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hey,
Good evening.
I can wait outside if you want me to.
I think I've answered the question, have I?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Place looks better than when I left it.
Yeah, it doesn't have quite so much blood in the carpet.
Not so much dust on the scene either. How's the ring treating you? Whatever. You called?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until Galen gets here before I start to chew you all out.
He's still in town?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Must be if he's coming.
I didn't hear anything from him. Never did.
You look good. Both of you.
And the new suit?
Trying something else.
It's working for you.
Thank you. So you're, taking on that pirate aesthetic. It's nice.
Thought I'd accept where I came from.
Family's important.
Speaking of Hunter, the necklace was given to you by Sarah. Where is it?
Oh, it's on a day like today, it's probably in a very nice wooden box in his room.
It's in your room.
Yeah.
Understood. That moment, Galen, George, you enter into Pirate's Voyage.
It's just
This place is pretty
Wu-Tang,
show-offy.
like, from a block down.
It looks significantly different, George, than the last time you saw it. The last time, the Camarilla were there and they redecorated it in cam fashion, lots of velvets and gross opulence. But this is modern and cool and fun.
Huh. They redecorated.
Yeah,
I dig it.
honestly, yeah, I like what they've done with the place.
Yeah. I could totally have a bachelor party here.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
You can't come.
That's fair.
All right, where are your friends?
Hunter,
Oh.
Anthony, and Astrid, you see George and Galen walk in and they're already having a bantering conversation, like they're buddying around. You remember George? None of you met him, but you remember he is a baron from Florida.
I think these guys are your pals.
They are. I haven't seen them in a while.
Who's the important one?
Hunter's the one dressed like a pirate. I guess he's really adopting it.
Okay. What should I know about
Anthony
him?
is the one dressed like Steve Jobs, and
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and that
And
there's
who's
Astrid.
and who is this?
That's Astrid.
Are there humans around?
No,
I blinked to her.
I need a rouse check for that. We went over this
Cool.
last time.
Cool.
Man,
Let me find it. Is that 2 rouse checks or 1?
Just one.
I
That
can't
is a
even-
success. You do not gain any hunger. And Astrid, as soon as you see Galen and George walk in, immediately George is standing in front of you. It's almost like you blinked, and there he was.
I put my hand down and I just go, Baron George, nice to meet you.
You're muted, Kitsa.
I mean, I'm assuming she gets pretty mute at the gesture as well. Like, nice to meet you as well, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Astrid.
Astrid, that is a beautiful name. I had a dog named Astrid once. She died, but that's a different story. So, what brings you here tonight?
I am here to meet Hunter over here.
You're
She
Hunter.
slides next to him.
You're Hunter.
Good evening.
Baron George, nice to meet you.
Yeah, he like clasps his hand and shakes it real hard.
George is dirty. You get little bits of grit and ash on your hand when you shake it, and you can see he has a bit of ash on him, like he's just been in a fire.
You having a barbecue?
I actually came here to talk to you about a said barbecue. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Doc,
Yeah, I'll
Wanna
be like
tell your
catching up.
get
Yeah.
over, Galen.
Like,
you want to tell your friends what happened in my bar?
yeah, Suck
we-
Bang Blow got it went up in flames. Same with all of the Baron's entourage.
That seems like a real shame for you anarch types.
Yeah.
To say
So-
the least.
Which one of your boys did it?
Hold the phone, George. I don't think that Hunter had anything to do with that. It's not his style.
I keep my distance from as many of you as I can. Camarilla and Arcalia.
Okay. You're independent.
Well, as independent as I can stay.
Okay. What about Steve Jobs here?
I don't know which way he's gone. In fact, I don't much care. I invited all of you here, and obviously not you, Baron, but you are more than welcome to enjoy my establishment in this conversation. In fact, you might be the exact person I want to talk to, and I will in turn help you with your fire safety issue.
Okay. Galen, I will leave you to talk to me then.
Well, all right.
Trust you.
Unfortunately, I can't say that me being here is purely for the sake of pleasantries and
It
social
certainly
interaction.
isn't. I'm talking first, Galen.
Take the
I
lead.
called
then.
this meeting. None of you call, none of you write. I don't know what you're doing. I don't care all the time. But I like to keep tabs on my friends. And that's gotten real hard. I don't know what you're up to. You're keeping secrets from me. And I would like to very much know if any of those secrets are stealing Thin Bloods from my workplace.
Wait, you got problems with Thin Bloods too?
It seems like you know what I'm talking about. I hired a whole bunch of needy, sometimes irritating, but hard-working Thin Bloods to gestures around to the casino and the everything.
Right.
I promised I would protect them, and I haven't been able to do that, and I have absolutely no leads as to where they are. So, if you do know anything about where I might find some Thin Bloods, then I would be incredibly appreciative.
I had a few under my employment, but I guess that means nothing now.
Well, George and to Galen, as you recall, Junie, she told you before Suck Bang Blow burst into flames. Quite a few
Yeah.
of the Thin Bloods that came with you from
Yeah.
Tallahassee and the ones you recruited here in Myrtle Beach disappeared.
Yeah. It's up and vanished. My
We've
people
been
were on
having a
it,
similar
but
issue. Yeah. Oh, I don't think we have, or at least you have any of your people left, do you?
no.
Yeah. We've been having similar issues.
Yeah.
And what exactly are those issues?
Well, like I said, the Thin Bloods that we recruited have been going missing. We were thinking about sending out a patrol, but
You
I
know.
ended up vetoing that on the point that I didn't want to risk any of our more full-blooded soldiers. And, well, as a result, it would seem they all died in a fire, so...
Yeah. I'm
things are
pretty
tough.
sure there's a mole in my system.
In fact, your lieutenant told you
Yeah,
there was a mole.
there was a mole.
Now, as for the Thin Blood situation, I do have one lead, and it's not directly related, but I think that it's worth investigating, as these things tend to be related to one another. And I will hand Hunter my phone with the text messages from Victoria's number opened.
When Galen hands you his phone, what you see is a picture of Victoria, clearly in torpor. She's lying out on the cobblestone streets of the Market Commons, Camarilla territory. And someone has taken a picture of her and written underneath it, "Do you love me enough to save me? I chose you. Do you choose me?" And as you look at it, another text comes through, a broken heart emoji.
So you
I
think the
hate to pop
camera
up out
might...
of nowhere and ask for your help, but we are really out of options.
You must be if you're here. Fine. I owe Victoria.
I'm in your debt.
So you think finding what the cam's up to will get us back on track for these Thin Bloods?
Probably. That's what I would think, but who knows? We had there's another anarch sect that's been causing problems, so they might have... I don't know what they're up to, though. I don't think that they're necessarily the type to be poaching others' Thin Bloods, but we can find out.
Well, as the coterie gathers to air their grievances and discuss these new problems in Myrtle Beach, we are going to take a very short break because Huddy has a bad back and can't sit longer than an hour and a half.
No problem. Yep, we will see you all in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone. Blood on the Grand Strand. Huddy, take it away.
Thank you, Josh. So when we left off, the coterie had finally gathered after about 6 months apart, and Hunter came out swinging, telling everyone, airing his grievances, that he's not happy with how things have gone. And Galen and George have informed Hunter that they have problems of their own, that they are coming to him for help. I think we'll kick it off with Chris, who hasn't said a whole lot. How is Anthony feeling about all of these problems that are suddenly being dropped on his lap after he's given leave to his child?
Starting to realize there was a reason more than just having a child, or that I left for 6 months. It's been surprisingly relaxing having only one trouble to worry about. Although I am currently eyeing the Baron rather suspiciously, I'm not very fond of allegations being thrown around willy-nilly. So that's where my primary focus is right now.
What about you, Astrid? You have sisters you need to take care of. You have a mission from your sire that you need to keep in the forefront of your mind. You have a mission from Anita. You have a lot on your plate, and now here's more. What is going through Astrid's mind right now?
She's worried, but cautiously so. Because just the mere presence of the Baron is making her realize that there's a lot of things that she could maybe peruse to help her cause S. Parentheses. So
Both
it's
the mission from the prince and the mission from Anita. Yes. Hunter, you have Galen's phone still in your hand, and you see that Victoria's somewhere.
She's in trouble. You know where? You're gonna go get her?
I don't know where, but Camarilla territory seems to be the place.
Remind me exactly what the boundaries are.
What exactly are the boundaries? Like, it's
Yeah. The Market Commons is exclusively Camarilla territory. It is where you and George for the last 6 months have been, well, and Victoria. Might want to explain what your plan has been to Hunter if you wish. But that is strictly Camarilla territory. Anything outside of it is sort of unclaimed. There is no Baron in Myrtle Beach.
What's the plan, Galen?
I think we head to the Market Commons. I mean, they want us there. It's probably a trap, but I don't see what other leads we have. I have some...
Who are they?
Whoever took Victoria. I'm not sure.
You're
I have
not
weapons
sure.
in my car, if you need them.
Baron. You been spending a lot of time with Galen here?
Yeah.
Then you'll know he's an idiot. Have you got any better ideas?
One, don't talk about my friend like that.
Oh,
Two,
he's right.
yeah, we're not doing that. Sorry. Going into Camarilla territory with the shitty shotguns we got, because I have nothing else, is a bad idea. Do you have better weapons?
I probably have a couple of 9mm in my closet, right?
Here's a good idea. We don't go in with guns blazing at all into Camarilla territory.
Do you think we should bring our iPads instead?
Excuse me.
I never said we go in guns blazing. I said
Never
I just
mind.
mentioned I had weapons in the car in case we needed them. I am also against going in guns blazing. That would be suicide.
Okay, cool.
So Victoria's is being held prisoner in Camarilla territory. You have no idea why she's there or why the Camarilla would take interest in here. And you're here with the Baron of the Anarchs.
I am not happy about this situation.
That's not my question, Galen.
Well, what are you
Be
implying?
upfront with us. What do you know about this? What are you keeping secret?
I know as much as you do at this point.
So you have no idea why Victoria is being held prisoner in Camarilla territory.
Yeah, I don't.
Yes, Kitson.
No, she slides over to Hunter just to see the picture. Just like looks at the picture and goes like, "This is a lot." Why would this is aimed at you though? This is a lot. This sounds like they were provoked or they want something from you. Do you really have no idea who or what you might have pissed off enough to do this to her?
I mean, I am helping to lead the Anarchs, so there is a non-zero chance it's related to that. But...
I'm sorry, what?
you don't know. I've been leading a sort of Anarch movement for a little while now.
Yeah.
Listen?
They do.
It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. You never thought that might be the reason.
No, that absolutely is probably the reason.
Oh, so
But-
now you know the reason.
No, I'm not saying I know the reason. I'm saying that could be the reason. It's probably
That you were
the
leading an
reason. I
Anarch
don't
movement
know.
against the Camarilla. That
I
could
thought
be
you
the
knew
reason.
this. I thought you knew this. I mean, where have you been? Have you just been cooped up with your kid, like, for the past, 6 months? Like,
You're what?
oh, do they not know about that either? Oh, Jesus
That's not what
Christ.
we're here about. That has nothing to do with this topic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now I remember why the last 6 months have been so quiet. What happened to
I'm
that
willing to help
celebrity-
Victoria. Sure, go ahead.
I'm willing to help Victoria as well. What happened to that salubri sheriff?
Dead.
Well, that's
You all witnessed Victoria diabolise her.
has bad memory.
Hunter has other things on his mind.
Well, that's one possible culprit. What were you going to shout at Galen, Anthony?
I was just going to say that with the help Victoria gave us 6 months ago, I'm more than willing to help her out of this problem. But, Galen, if I find out that you're dragging us into some kind of skirmish with your... whatever the fuck it is...
Okay, let me make something clear. I can't guarantee you that this isn't going to turn into a giant clusterfuck. Obviously. I am asking for your help. I've tried to keep all of you out of this.
Yeah, but when push comes to shove, you come back here.
Because I had no other choice. I don't like this any more than you do. I've been trying to keep all of you out of the line of fire for as long as possible, but you know how it is. Eventually that becomes impossible.
Fix a price to wage war with the Ivory Tower, people get hurt. Who would have thought?
You know that's not what I meant.
I feel we're
Galen.
being... After you, my dear.
No, you go first. Oh, well, I was just going to say, what you're attempting is hard because Metal Bitch is only so big, or so small. We're eventually going to cross paths, one way or another, but yeah. I worry for her and for you. That's yeah. She nods to Hunter to go ahead.
And in the interest of keeping you safe, how about we go to Market Commons? Not guns blazing, but some of us sneak in. Galen, I hate to say it, but perhaps you shouldn't be there. It seems this isn't a personal attack on you.
Right.
As you say that, Hunter, another text comes through. You still have Galen's phone,
I'm gonna
I
look
think
at
I
it.
have
says-
it now.
or Astrid has his phone. Another text comes through that says, "I think it long since I hugged you." It's very strange language. You've never heard Victoria speak that way.
She hands the phone over to Galen.
Huh. I don't know what that means.
Is the plan for all of you to head to Market Commons?
There's a very easy way for us to bring Galen with us. Without anyone knowing it's him.
What would that be?
Put him in the trunk?
Much
No.
simpler than that.
It's a Prius. It's too small for that.
I can fit you in there.
I do it every time I wake up. I can do it to others. Just gonna let me put my hands on you.
Oh. I mean, if you think that's the best choice, then
It's up to you.
I'm okay with it.
Also, a reminder, not trying to deter anyone from anything. Galen, you have obfuscate abilities as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can just become invisible.
Just a reminder.
Yeah,
Forgot
yep,
about that.
yep. Yeah, as much as I do appreciate your offer, and I may have to take you up on it later, at some point, who knows. I think I can, I can sneak in there myself.
Well, let's go.
Maybe we shouldn't take my car.
Please, let's not take that car.
Come round back with me. I'll fit you all in. Leads them through a, the behind the scenes area.
Yeah.
Before, are we going now?
No time like the present. Is there any reason we shouldn't?
You should know that, my grandsire is dead. So there might be some things going on with that. You'll want to... I don't know if it's a good idea. If I come along, they'll want to talk to me or they want to figure things out.
And you can't just disappear.
Well, let me check.
Not quite as.
I don't think so.
Not
no.
quite.
Unless it's a surprise to me as well. No. I mean, there's been a lot of surprises. Try to be positive, I'm sorry.
Well,
I'll come along. I'll stay behind. I'll stay in the car. I'll keep it running for you.
Wheel woman. Sounds good.
Gotcha.
As you all follow Hunter as he takes you to the back entrance where he keeps his cars, you see Caden enter in from the back. Don't know what he's doing back there. Strange. He should be in the public-facing part of the business. And he's holding a box in his hands. Would George and Anthony roll me with... I'm sorry, not George. Galen and Anthony roll me wits and awareness. You both have the highest awareness.
Alrighty.
Three for Anthony.
And come on, there we go. One for me.
Galen,
Continuing the
you're
tradition of terrible dice rolls.
You're a little bit distracted. You are thinking about Victoria and wondering if you're going to be able to find her. What's happened to her? Is she even still alive? Or unalive? Anthony, you're not down for this plan. You don't love the idea of going into Camarilla territory. You definitely don't love that Galen just ran his mouth about your child. And you see Caden. He's under some sort of influence. He's not himself. His eyes are glazed in a strange way, and he's holding this box tightly, as if he was commanded to.
Well, I try to intercept Caden. See
How?
what's going on. Physically. Stand in the way.
I need you to be really specific.
All right, I'm going to grab him.
You're going to grab him or the box?
Him. By the arms.
Okay. As you grab him, Caden doesn't really notice or care. He's continuously trying to walk over to Hunter.
All right.
Through you.
Hunter, something's going on.
All of you can realize that something is wrong.
That's a bomb.
Snap in front of his eyes. Does he react at all?
No. He's just staring at Hunter.
Let's get him away from this building.
Right, Hunter, leave. I try to wrest the box away from his hands.
Well, I know what's in that box, right?
No.
I don't.
No.
Oh. So it's not the necklace.
No.
Okay. Well, that's weird. I'm leaving then.
Anthony,
Don't hurt him.
You try and take the box out of his hands?
Yes.
He lets you. And as soon as you do, you hear a spring unlock, and the box
Throw it.
explodes.
Right.
I'm going to need everyone, except for Anthony, to roll me a Dex Athletics roll to see how quickly you can get away from this damage.
God damn.
I am not good at this. Oh,
I
boy.
knew it. I was like, that's a bomb.
2 successes, not terrible.
Oh,
Not terrible.
1 second.
2 for Astrid. 4 successes for George.
Damn, can I have some of them?
Here's what happens. Hunter, you take not the majority of the damage, but almost. When you turned around to say, don't hurt him, the blast almost hits you in the face, and you go flying through the window. Take 3 points of superficial damage. Astrid and Galen, you also take damage. The sound is enough to knock you back. Galen, you get knocked into a column, you crack it. You have a broken bone, 2 superficial damage. Astrid, you get knocked into the door, you break the doorknob off, 2 superficial damage. George, quick on the draw, you take no damage. You are able to jump behind one of the slot machines and completely shield yourself from this. Caden, unfortunately, has blown off his own hands. And right now, he's screaming, bleeding out on the floor. Anthony, you take 4 points of superficial damage as you get blasted right in the face. It destroys what you expended your blood on this morning to craft your visage.
All right.
Right now, right in front of you, Caden is screaming and bleeding. Hunter, you got knocked outside. You see 3 Thin Bloods. Your Thin Bloods. They don't look quite the same anymore. You can tell they want to eat you. They have crowbars and bats with nails on the outside, and they look like they're ready to beat you up and drain you dry.
Oh my god.
All right.
Shit.
Can I act?
We're with Hunter right now. We'll get right to you.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Hunter stands up, is just like, this ain't a way to repair, fella. He's gonna shoot the nearest one in the head.
Compose your firearms. Astrid,
Oh, come on.
you knocked the door knob off the door that leads into the public area. Right now, all these people are looking down from the stadium seating and seeing what's happening. And you can't close this door. What are you gonna do? This is a masquerade breach. This is something that your sire would put you down for.
I knock the other part of the thing, the knob off. I wave to them, whoever's looking, and just be like, it's okay, it's okay. And try to hold the door back by the hole that the knob has left.
Okay, that is not going to secure it in any way, so you're going to have to
No.
stay there holding that door.
I'm there, holding the door.
George, no damage.
Yeah.
You can see through the broken window that Hunter is 3-on-1 and is about to shoot one of these kindred,
Okay.
you assume. You also
Yeah.
see Caden bleeding out. From behind you, the door to the casino that you came through gets kicked open. 2 more kindred are there with shotguns.
What do I have on me? Just my pistol?
You just have your sawed-off shotgun.
Sawed-off shotgun? Okay. I get up and I'm just like, oh, we're doing this? And I cock my gun ready.
Are you going to shoot at one of them?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at one of them.
Compose your firearms.
Do it.
Anthony, you're damaged, and Caden is screaming in front of you. You know there is a whole room full of humans next door.
All right. Well, clearly, My sunglasses did not survive this, nor did most of my face.
No.
But Caden is currently bleeding out. I will simply grab both of his stumps and just meld them together. Stop the bleeding.
Vicissitude roll.
Yes.
Galen, you broke a column. You can see both the two kindred who came in and are facing off against George, and Hunter is 3-on-1. What do you do? You also see that Astrid is trying to hold the door closed.
Well, the two kindred at the door have shotguns, so I'm
Yes.
gonna yell to a Hunter. I'm like, sorry, but George has the bigger load right now, and I will draw my handgun from inside my jacket, and then I will go to help George. I will shoot those guys.
Also compose your firearms.
Okay.
Back to the top of the round. Hunter, your compose your firearms roll, please.
I got 1, and I did a willpower reroll, and I got 1. So I have 1.
You shoot off a few rounds, but you're startled, shaken. I also need you to take a stain for Caden's injury.
Oh, I realized
That's-
there's another thing I would like to do, and that is use Daunt.
You'd like to activate Daunt? All right.
And just scare the crap out of these guys.
I will remove 2 dice. Their roll. They take no damage. You fire off willy-nilly.
Yep.
There's 3 of them. They don't have guns, but they do have melee weapons. So they do have to come into close range with you. I will use a willpower for them. One of them cracks you across the face. The other one hits you in the knee. 2 more superficial damage.
Oh.
The third one was too scared to hit you. You were too daunting. Astrid, someone has come up to the door and is something going on in there? You okay? I hear someone screaming.
She takes a deep breath and just like opens the door and goes like, there's a shoot-up going on. Please get everyone out. Please start evacuating. Please. There's people with guns. Just go, run. She's bleeding, I'm assuming, because she took the hit.
No, you
No?
don't bleed. You
Oh, that's
don't.
right.
Blood does not pulse through your body.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He doesn't say anything further. You'll have to wait and see if you actually hear or see people evacuating.
I mean,
Hunter,
there's been shots fired already, right?
Outside.
Yeah.
Hunter, now that you've been cracked across the face and across the knee, is there something that you want to prepare?
I think it would be.
They're all 3 of, well, 2 of them are in very close range to you. One of them is a little bit too far.
Yeah, I think it would be a good opportunity. I would like to prepare to make a move back into the building
You can certainly do that.
and distract them with chemistry.
Since you have more than one person, perhaps Fata Morgana.
Ah, yes, I can't do chemistry on 1-1. Good idea.
George, your composure firearms roll, please.
I have no idea. I'm trying to find the chat on my phone right now. I'm just
on
rolling.
my last composure firearms, I got a total of 3 successes with a willpower reroll.
I think I'm right above you. Can you tell me what I got?
Yes, I can. You are not right above me. Oh, there
you
you
are
are.
1.
1 success.
Damn.
You shoot off a shot. You hit in between them. The sawed-off shotgun is not an accurate weapon, and they were a
Yeah.
little too far away for any of the buckshot to really land.
Right.
But they have combat shotguns.
Of course they do.
Oof.
They both fire off a round. You're going to take 4 points of superficial damage. They're not great shots either, and you are equidistant from them.
Okay. Let's see.
Are you going to continue firing, or are you going to do something else?
Okay, I know I have a knife on me, so can I blink behind one of them?
Yes. If you make me a rouse check and make me dex melee roll, we can deal with that in a second. Anthony, you have successful. What was your vicissitude roll? You only needed 1.
3.
More than you needed. You have successfully closed up his wounds. He just has stumps now, but he's not bleeding. He's still screaming and cannot believe what you have just done.
All right. Well, I will have to secure the situation. Obviously, I'm assuming my face is not beautiful to look at right now. Possibly even exposed bone.
No, you have shrapnel, exposed bones.
On my face. Great.
Blackened.
Is he looking at me?
Yes, he's screaming at you.
I am going to mesmerize him.
Rouse check.
Yes, rouse check.
And that roll. It is. Actually, you do not have to roll. Just make me that rouse check.
All right. I get hungrier.
Failed. You are now at hunger 3.
Yes.
What do you command him to do?
Forget about
Poor
all
Caden
this.
has had his memory messed with so often.
Yeah. Forget about all this. And go to sleep. Can only give him.
Can't command him to do something that he wouldn't do by nature, and you can't force someone to fall asleep.
Right. I will say forget about this and get out of here.
Both the entrances are with combatants. I don't know if you still want to
right.
send him out.
No, to just
Perhaps upstairs.
forget about this and head upstairs.
He rises with his stumped hands and begins walking upstairs. You see that the rest of your coterie and Astrid, trying to keep the humans from coming in here, are all engaged in something. Who do you choose to help?
Hunter.
Do you head towards the door? Hunter is backing back into the door. You head towards Hunter. What is your intention?
To protect him. How many human civilians are there around here?
There's no humans around here, but there's 3 combatants. 3 of them.
Then I will create my claws, bony claws.
Another rouse check.
Right.
Galen, you shot off. What was your composure firearms roll? Oh, you're muted.
3 successes.
3 successes is enough to hit one of them. They take a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna put them out.
Crap. What's the plan? I don't actually have much of a plan. So right now I'm gonna just yell for I'm gonna yell to George and everyone else to maybe fall back upstairs, maybe if that seems more defensible.
Well,
And then
well, if you would like to shout that out, you can. But you do notice something since you are not in active combat at the moment. Place is catching on fire.
oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna then tell everybody the place is on fire. We need to go.
Only there weren't combatants blocking the exits. Hunter, you have backed into the building and you run into Anthony, who is standing behind you.
We getting them or are we getting out of here?
Your call, boss.
Can I see that the place is starting to catch on fire?
No, not quite yet. Galen's hasn't quite said it yet.
Caden made it. He's alive.
Good. I'm feeling feisty. Let's get rid of him.
Alright. Hear the popping and cracking as bone spurs started growing out of my wrists and just enveloped my fingers.
Hunter, you wanted to use Fata Morgana, is that correct?
Yes.
What are you conjuring?
I am conjuring. Oh god. They look blood crazed, right?
Yes. Like you've never seen before.
Yeah, in that case, I'm going to conjure a torrent of blood and the smell of it too.
How many successes was that?
Oh, I didn't roll because I'm an idiot.
Okay, roll. I have to go check on my cat who's screaming. Hang on.
Oh no.
So sorry.
Must be the torrent of blood.
It's alright. Do you know these thin bloods?
Yeah. It worked for me.
So we're not taking them out?
We'll see what happens. Take him out.
Alright.
Should I re-roll that? I forget what the
3 should be fine, right?
difficulty is 1 plus number of plus other content.
Just screaming at his food bowl like we all do.
More.
Cats.
Did you shake it, fool?
Kibble in the middle of the night.
I
How many
got
successes?
3.
Well, luckily, I rolled 0 successes
Beautiful.
for your combatants. Besides the one who was a bit farther away, who was scared of you because you have Daunt activated, a torrent of blood falls down on them. Anthony, you can't see this, but these people suddenly look overjoyed and raptured. They love this hunter, and they do not stop proceeding towards you.
That's horrifying.
Astrid, you can hear the people are leaving the building. You hear it now. You hear someone yelling like, I think there's a fire. I think I smell fire. They said to get out. We got to get out of here. You feel like you can leave the door if you want to.
Yeah, she just, if anyone's looking at her, she's like, go that way. There's a fire exit over there. Go.
They seem
Pick
to be
a
taking
window.
care of it. If you would feel more comfortable staying by the door in case anyone comes through here, you have a servant you can send out without you leaving.
She turns around towards the wall
Mhm.
And just puts a hand on her own shadow of whatever shadow she's casting, whatever light there is,
Mm-hmm.
and caresses the shadow really quietly, like quickly. It's a very odd gesture, but very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
And she just says, in her mind, she just says, stay. Let me know if someone is coming. Please.
I need a rouse check. If you roll me a 10, you will get a stain.
Oh.
Not a 10. Lucky Tremere.
Mare.
From the shadows around you that you caress and move in between your fingers comes a feline-like demon. Crawls down the wall and peeks around the corner. You can see through its eyes. You can hear what it hears. You see the fire, you smell it. You see Hunter and Anthony being attacked by thin bloods that you remember working here once upon a time. Galen is frantically attempting to tell everyone that this place is on fire and that they have to get out. But of course, you know both exits are blocked. George, right now, has blinked behind one of these kindred and has jammed a knife into their throat. George, give me that melee roll.
Melee plus what?
Dex.
Dexterity, submit. What did I get?
Crit.
That
4
is a
plus-
critical success.
Sweet.
6 successes, all in all.
You jam this combat knife into their throat and pull it back enough to decapitate them.
Yes.
Astrid, this is the scene before you. What do you do?
I reach for my purse and get my gun, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
And then Galen he's up.
Galen is attempting to warn Hunter and Anthony and George that the place is catching on fire. That these elaborate wooden decorations that are authentic to a pirate time period are catching rapidly, especially with the nice lacquer on them.
Is he able to walk
bone
now?
and
Like,
tinder
is that what's...
He's standing, he's able to walk, he's not being under attack by anyone at the moment.
Okay,
Strange, no one seems to be attacking Galen. I definitely noticed that.
Promise that's not my fault.
I don't think that's strange at all.
What do you do, Astrid?
Grab him by the hand and I try to drag him to the hunter.
Do you let her do this? Astrid comes up to you. You see attached to her is a shadow, strange creature staring at you.
Yeah. Yep.
And he follows along. Anthony, you used feral weapons. Who are you attacking? Either of the two kindred who right now are reveling for some reason in whatever it is that Hunter did to them, or the one who's approaching from behind them.
The one from behind.
You leap at him?
Mm-hmm.
Make me a strength and brawl roll.
Absolutely. A reroll, I fails. That's
Are you using willpower?
wait. Actually, it's just one die. No, I'll let it happen.
You leap at him, puts up his bat, stops you from attacking him.
Right.
Right now you are locked then in combat. Hunter, you're watching them revel in this blood that you've conjured for them, and the way they look at you, they bare their fangs. And one of them jumps at you. Dex Athletics.
Oh, no. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna rouse check because I'm not good at this. Get hungrier.
Just burning through their willpower. You are at 3 hunger now, Hunter.
Yeah.
Make this count.
I will. Well, maybe. 2.
Not enough. This person jumps on you. The other one, who is also reveling in the blood, jumps behind you, holds back your arms. The first one bites into your neck. Yes, Anthony.
I realized I forgot to add the +2 for our weapons. Should I roll for those?
Then yes, please.
That is
Two
two
more
more
success.
successes.
In that case, when he puts the bat up to try and stop you, you're able to get your claws down over it and sink it into his chest.
All right. I know what to do
Astrid.
next turn.
As you come up with Galen, you see right now Hunter is being fed on by one of these combatants. The other one is holding him back behind his arms. Astrid and Galen, what do you do?
Well, whoever's feeding is going to get lit up. That's what's going to happen.
You're going to shoot at the person feeding Hunter. You might hit him.
Yeah. You know what I'll do is I will grab the person who's feeding off Hunter, and I will feed off of them.
All right. No one there to stop you.
Yeah, what do I roll here?
This is a bite attack. So
Is it
I'll let you decide whether you want it to be brawl or melee. How do you look at your teeth as
Strength
weapons?
brawl, that's 2 dice.
I only need 1 success. There is nothing stopping you.
Hey, there we go. Wait, was that? How'd that go? Did that not roll? Oh, it didn't. Not yet. Okay.
No.
Oh, boy.
0
no.
successes.
Oh.
You go in and you try and find a place that you can start feeding on them, but they just knock you back with a flick of their arm. You fall to the ground. Astrid, what are you doing?
I don't bother with any of that. I just go straight over, place a gun to their forehead and shoot.
Oh,
All right.
that's how you do that.
Yes. Let's see how much damage you really do. Compose your firearms.
I mean, it's point blank, but okay.
It is. Let's see if you take them out or put them into torpor. George, you've successfully already taken out one combatant all by your lonesome.
Yeah,
Decapitated them.
that's what I do.
But there's another one with a shotgun, and now you're a lot closer.
Okay.
Dex Athletics adds your dots and celerity as a modifier, however many dots you have. Let's see if he gets you.
I have 3 celerity. So that's athletic. Submit. And 3 submit. What'd I get?
7.
7 successes? Yeah. He goes to shoot you. You use this quickly, rapidly deteriorating kindred as a great meat shield,
Yeah.
and you chuck it at him. You really can't hurt you.
Okay.
And the shotgun goes up into the ceiling. And that's when you see it go up. That's when you see, wow, the ceiling's on fire.
Ain't that a bitch?
It's almost like you were just here last night.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal a shotgun and blink to the where they are.
Take a shotgun, another rouse
Yeah.
check for blink. Anthony, you have stuck your claws into this person, started ripping them out. He is going to take a swing at you with his bat.
I'm going to try to feed on him
You
as
can
well.
take it, or you can try and get out of the way, but you will have to leave his range or remove your claws from him.
Well, I will take it because I will try to feed on him. So.
All right. Takes 2 more points of superficial damage. Can't really get a good swing at you because you're so close.
All right. Down on 1 aggravated.
Drop my dice on the floor. You're at 1 aggravated.
Mm-hmm.
You'd like to feed. Make me a bite attack, either strength and brawl or melee. Strength and melee, whichever is better for you.
Strength and brawl. Do I still count the +2?
Yes, you do.
All right. There we go. I will use a willpower.
I just
Can we
needed
roll
one.
3 of those. Oh,
You are
all
at
right.
such close range, I just needed 1. You begin feeding from him. Hunter, that was 2 rounds. I need 2 rouse checks. See where your hunger's at.
Oh, God.
Hunter, at the moment, you're not frenzying, because at the moment, you are in the ecstasy of the kiss.
Yes.
But not for long. Astrid puts her gun to this kindred's head, shoots them point blank. They go flying off back outside, and they don't get up again. And now, Hunter, you are at hunger 5. I need a frenzy check, please.
I don't. Yeah.
Right,
Now
question.
Yes.
Is Galen at any hunger? Or
Galen's at 1 hunger.
Has he used any of his disciplines?
He has not.
Oh, that's fortunate.
I am intentionally avoiding that.
I'm gonna say that's intentional. And he's also right now nowhere near Hunter.
That's
He's been
good.
slammed into the opposite side of the room.
That's good.
2 successes.
Not nearly enough.
Damn.
Astrid, as soon as you're done saving your lover from being diablerized, he bites into you and starts draining you.
Oh my
Feels amazing. And you let him. George, what was your rouse check?
Can someone tell me, please?
It was a success.
Sweet.
You blink over
Yeah.
and you see this happening.
Oh God, no.
Do you attempt to separate them?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch the pirate in the head.
All right. Strength and brawl.
Okay.
I don't blame you.
Strength. Can I use anything to add? No, I can't.
I'd rather you
No,
didn't.
not
Okay. So
You won't require much successes. 3 successes. Hunter, take a superficial damage,
Oh, yeah.
and you get knocked backwards. Astrid, a rouse check. Hunter, you're at hunger 4. You are still starving and angry and disappointed that you couldn't keep feeding until the realization hits that you would have killed Astrid. Astrid, 3 hunger. Anthony, you have successfully removed all of your hunger.
Oh,
That
all of my
kindred.
hunger.
won't be
Very
bothering you anymore.
Very good.
Even the attempt to diablerize them, even if you'd wanted to do it, you could tell from the taste of the blood. You're almost a sommelier at this point. It was a thin blood.
No, I don't diablerize often. Situation currently is Galen. Galen's not there, correct?
Your
Galen is there.
diablery target of choice.
He's on the ground. What's interesting is you're from the outside looking in. You can see everyone is gathered. You can see Astrid is bleeding now, as Hunter did not have the time to clean her neck. And you can tell that something has happened, and George has likely just punched Hunter in the face, maybe even with the butt of his shotgun. You see this person. Galen is isolated from the rest of you. And this person would have an easy shot with their shotgun to shoot directly at Galen. One-on-one. He doesn't. He goes
That's
over to the
interesting.
4 of you.
Well, I'm going for that one then. I'm gonna hope that the situation with the Baron is just a misunderstanding.
You'll have to get around them. So you'll need to use Dex Athletics just to get around them without going through them. And then a Strength and Brawl. Hunter. Pirate's Voyage is on fire. You see it now. You don't have time to think about the regret or the beast that has taken over. Your place of business is burning.
I think I'm gonna see if I can go onto the main floor and see if everyone's leaving.
You head to the main floor. There's nobody there. Everyone has vacated and they're standing outside. But you know what that means. Emergency services will be coming. And this will be difficult to explain. And unfortunately, you don't have Caden at the moment to handle this for you.
Well, it was good while it lasted. I'm gonna let it burn.
It doesn't burn totally. You know eventually the sprinkler systems will come in. The issue is that the sprinkler systems are not on the casino portion. That's just a way to ruin your slot machines.
Yeah, that's... Hunter's okay with this.
Do you try and make sure that... Do you go and get Caden upstairs?
Yeah,
Easy
that's his
come,
next
easy
step.
go.
Okay. Hunter heads upstairs, presumably to get Caden. Anthony, 4 successes, correct? Are you just trying to tear this person apart?
Would I have a stake on me?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to pin this person to the ground and yell for Galen or whoever's closest to help me hold this person down while I stake them.
That would be George.
George, Barrett, help me hold this person down.
Okay.
You put a stake through them?
Yeah. Just kick it down with my foot to the chest.
And it goes through. But there's
There we go.
a problem.
Mhm.
You've never staked a thin blood before.
This is true.
You're not quite sure if it's supposed to work this way. And it doesn't. They bleed. They start bleeding profusely. You have stuck a stake through a thin blood that apparently has some sort of mortal frailty.
Well, we'll take the body with us and we'll figure this out when we get there.
I don't want to deal with this screaming.
Shove a sock in it. I don't care.
Kind of curve stomp it.
All right. So you finish it off?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one way of
You
doing it.
stomp your foot through his face.
Yeah.
Hunter, you see, you've reached upstairs. You see Caden is there. He's just standing upstairs in the middle of the area, still under Anthony's influence. And you see he has no hands. Anthony has covered them with vicissitude, but he has lost his hands.
Yeah, we don't want you around when emergency services arrive. Follow me.
Do you have any dominate powers?
I have compel.
You might have to use it. He's right now under Anthony's sway.
Yeah, if I
Or you
I
could
say
carry him.
I say it normally, and then I'm like, I'm not carrying you. Follow me. And I use compel.
For an unsuspecting mortal, it doesn't require any rouse check or roll. Question: do you take Anne Bonny's necklace?
Oh, absolutely. I wear it.
All right. Take it out of the box and you put it on.
Yeah.
So, pendant, a miniature. You head back downstairs. Astrid, Galen, Anthony, and George are waiting down there, waiting for you. Caden has followed you down. Yes.
I will have tried to search the bodies quickly, see if there's any kind of identifications.
Well, there is.
All right, grabbing
And the one that you staked bled out. It's a card. But you might want to exit the building before you read it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Grab all the weapons we can and get out of there.
How you will need to make a quick getaway. Emergency services will be here. You can already hear sirens in the distance.
All right. Well, we'll split up. We'll meet back at Galen's
Where?
old veterinary clinic, maybe. Is it under
need to
new
go-
management?
Aren't we gonna go into the weren't we gonna go to the market commons?
Let's reconvene before we do that. Or we can go
Yeah.
straight to the market without a
well.
plan.
I think
The closest place, in case anyone cares, is Stella's house.
I was actually, yeah. Don't necessarily want everyone to go there, but yeah, that's where I was gonna go next anyway. So
Anthony, you would know
Sure.
that is the closest place is Stella's
Yeah,
house. You know,
how would he know about Stella's place?
well, he heard. Well, no, he wouldn't, would he? You wouldn't know about Stella. You just know
She's
that
a
Anthony
cop.
has a child.
I have a
Of course,
place
if you
where
want to go to Galen's clinic, it's much farther.
I have a place nearby we can go to. Not ideal, but we'll reconvene there. We'll get to the market soon. But we gotta get out of this shithole first. Just... my spares.
looks like you're gonna have to deal with it.
Not like I'm not used to it.
Okay, everyone, roll out.
Cool.
Are any of you leaving your vehicles here, or are you all taking them?
I'm taking my car. I don't want this to be at the scene.
Yeah, I'm taking my
yeah.
car.
I'm
as well.
jumping in the car with the Baron. Or no, Baron. With the doc.
You take your car, Astrid?
yeah.
Hunter, you wouldn't need to take your car. Your car would be expected to be here. Might look. Don't know. It's
Yeah,
up
it
to you
probably
if you
looks-
think it looks strange.
It would look strange if it wasn't here and there's clearly someone after him. And clearly some Giovanni that wants to eat him or something. So he is gonna hop in, not the Prius.
You gonna hop in with Astrid?
For
You
sure.
can come with me.
And it's
Okay.
like a really awkward drive because I just bit you. I don't know.
Not even
Anthony,
gonna offer till I get close.
alone in your truck,
Forward,
you
yeah.
pull out, and you lead first Galen and George in their Prius, and Astrid and Hunter follow in her sedan.
Yeah.
Is anything anybody would like to discuss on the way? You can, or would you like to ride in silence there?
I just look over at the doctor and I'm like, your friends are awesome.
That's one word for it, but yeah.
Oh my god. That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, George must be feeling pretty good. He decapitated someone all by
Oh,
himself.
I'm having a great time. I'm having the best time.
Oof.
There
Astrid.
was one thing. Could we have taken the poor unfortunate soul without hands with us?
Yes, Caden was with Hunter.
Yeah, I
Wherever
would've
Hunter
dragged
goes,
him
is
into-
Caden is
yeah.
with him.
So as they're driving, Aster's like a little bit winded. Like she's driving, so she's just trying to follow them along, and then she goes, what's happening? These guys are, they seem to be after you.
Yeah, someone stole our Thin Bloods and then turned them on me. They are probably working for the Giovanni, knowing me.
We've all got some interesting acquaintances, yeah.
Did you ever find that old Thin Blood you knew?
You mean the asshole that came over?
Are you speaking about Saul?
Yeah, Saul disappeared after the fight, right?
Yes.
No, I've not been hanging with him. I don't know where he is. I don't think he's my problem anymore, hopefully. Although after today, I wonder if he's got, like, he was off the rocker then when he came over. Do you think he's behind all this?
That's my first guess.
Oh, fuck.
It's a shame.
We can find him if we need to. I'll find him. We just need to get a decent door between us and everything else.
Yeah. And I am sorry that I bit you.
You don't have to be sorry. The way they were on you, even if you hadn't done it, I would have offered, so it's fine. It was scary for a little bit, but
Well, you blew that guy's brains out, so thank you.
I'm still processing that one.
Hmm.
I'll get back to you on that one. But let's just, yeah, it's fine. Wasn't like that in Germany, that's for sure. But it's a long time away.
Anthony, you pull into Stella's very nice beachfront property. It's almost it's got heavy velvet curtains, but it's almost what you might call a McMansion. It's
Brilliant.
Yes, it's not quite where Anthony would spend his time, and maybe not George because he doesn't know Anthony that well, but Galen, Astrid, and Hunter are quite surprised that this is the place that Anthony lives at now. The guy who sleeps in a bathtub.
Baker says at home.
It's nice, Hunter.
Park down the street so we don't have all the cars at the same place and won't attract any attention.
Got it.
Yeah, this place is on the down low.
It's better than
how do you
nothing.
afford this?
Isn't it obvious? Your friend's a sugar baby.
Galen, can I have a word with you? Private.
Sure.
You good, Doc?
Trust me, this is par for the course.
Cool. You touch him, I fucking gut you.
That's not necessary.
You're very protective of him.
Yeah, I am.
All right. I'll keep this short, Galen. I owe you for the help you gave me before. I'll help you get Victoria back. I won't ask any more questions. We'll all be on our merry ways. But I would very much appreciate if you don't mention what happened in the basement any more than what you've already done.
All right. I didn't realize it was a sore point for you, and for
I
that,
didn't tell you.
apologize.
The problem might just fix itself.
Oh,
I don't even know where she is right now. I have a general idea. But, yeah.
okay.
One more thing.
Yes.
I'm not going to throw around any kind of accusations right now. But I find it a little bit strange that you came out of that whole event completely unscathed.
I got a couple broken ribs, but relatively, I guess.
They could have shot you. They didn't. Any thoughts on that?
I hate to keep making it. I mean, look, I got no idea. Really, this is.
I'll hold you
Got
to
no
that then.
fucking idea, and I'm completely as lost as you are here.
Right.
Yeah, I know you don't believe me.
It's not a matter of whether or not I believe you. It's a matter of why they wouldn't.
I know that's a question that, well, now that you've brought it to my attention, I'm asking myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you chew on that one for a while. I'll get things sorted out. Go see if I can do anything about Caden's hands.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
Question. Are you all inside of Stella's home?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, at this point.
Oh.
Yep.
Whether Anthony thought that the home would be, vacant. Stella is there. She steps out of a bathroom. It looks like she's gotten herself looking real nice. Like she's planning on going somewhere. And she looks very surprised to see all these people standing in her home.
Hey, Steve Jobs, your sugar mama's here.
What the
Yeah,
hell
I really shouldn't
is
have
going?
said that. You're never
What the
gonna live that nickname down.
What the hell is going on, Anthony? Who are all these people?
You know who these people are, Stella. You've met some of them before.
Well, yeah, I remember
Hello
the one
again.
with 3 eyes.
Yeah. We had a little bit of a run-in with
I don't got all night, Anthony.
No. Tell you what. You go out and do whatever you're planning to do. I'm not going to comment on it. We'll be out of here soon enough.
Well, you all look really terrible. What happened
Yes.
to your face?
Oh. Well, like I said, we had a little bit of a run-in. It's nothing we can't fix, but we'll be out of your hair by tomorrow.
Well, why don't you let me help? And what's with the pirate costume? It's nowhere near Halloween. Not too early, not too late. We're as far away from it as possible.
It's a way of life. And he winks at her.
She
Right
seems
on, Claire.
completely unfazed.
I would appreciate any spare blood you've got going. I am in quite a lot of pain.
Recognize your voice.
Do you now?
Yes, we spoke on the phone not too long before Anthony embraced me. I was his contact in the police department.
McCup. Well, I am very sorry.
I think you're
for
muted, Joss. There we go. Oh, you're good.
I'm very sorry for the problems he caused you, and by extension me.
Mm.
Do you have any blood on the premises?
Check the kitchen.
Thank you.
Anthony, what happened?
Well, property burned down. A couple of people died.
People or us?
Thin Bloods.
Mm.
Bomb went off. You know, normal things for our kind.
No one will be crying in the ivory tower for any lost Duskborn.
No. So you're picking up the lingo.
Something like that.
Well, if you want to help, then I have this. I hand her the card. Do you think you can still look up this person? Do you have the have access to anything?
She looks at the card. Where did you get this?
The body of a person who's no longer with us.
This is Tofana's Bar and Grill. She flips the card over. This is Hekata business.
Fuck.
They made
I told
I spend
you.
more time. I spend more time in Elysium than you probably should know. They made a deal with the prince. They aren't to meddle. They aren't to pick sides. They are to remain neutral, and they can stay here in Myrtle Beach. So I don't know why this card is here. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Unless Pirate Boy did something that they really don't like.
Something like that.
You know, that's not the only place to have burnt down. There was a biker bar that got burnt down last night as well.
Present.
I'm sorry. In your name?
Oh, I'm Baron George. That was my place.
There's no Baron in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that was me.
I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that.
So, this is exactly why you shouldn't get involved in all this political bullshit.
I don't see any Camarilla places being burned down.
That's fair.
In fact, the only issues you've been having in the Camarilla is that people who come to join Prince Preston's court, well, suddenly they're there one night, then they're gone the next. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Thin Bloods.
What Thin Bloods?
Are they Thin Bloods? Just an idea.
No.
No. So honest to goodness, Camarilla members just vanishing all of a sudden.
Well, the other night, 3 Banu Hakim in from Nashville. One of them was going to be the new primogen for Prince Preston. And then the very next night, after they met with some former anarch, or she's former Camarilla, not really sure. She's a older vampire, pretty, dark skin, gangrel. She goes and she meets with them. And then sometimes they disappear. Sometimes they leave on their own volition. Sometimes they tell the prince that they're going to move on to another domain. And sometimes they just simply disappear.
Not really these guys.
What was that? Baron?
So what happened to those guys?
We don't know.
Interesting.
Where did
You're
you say these
insinuating and
Assamites were from
smiling.
again?
I'm sorry, Anthony, what?
Where did you say those Assamites were from again?
I don't know the term Assamite. The Banu Hakim were from
Yeah,
Nashville.
that's what they call themselves now, Banu Hakim. Where were they from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. Well, these are the only ones who've gone missing, or are there more?
There's lots. All in the last 6 months or so.
Just give everyone present a look, seeing if anyone's willing to indulge if they have anything to do with this. Otherwise, we'll just shrug. You know where I've been these last 6 months.
I look at the doc and just like, don't say a word.
Galen, a contested roll, please.
Yes.
Intelligence and resolve.
Okay.
I mean, I don't actually know anything. I'm just doing the check, so.
Okay, so 2.
6.
Damn.
Stella walks right up to you, Galen, and she says, "What do you know about the Camarilla kindred who have gone missing?"
Wait, do I know anything? I don't.
You and George,
Oh yeah,
Kill
we have been
three
at war with them.
Banahakim.
So yeah, we
You
did
have been-
kill. Yeah, I'm compelled to answer her.
for the past 6 months,
Yeah, we've been at war. Yeah.
secret war. Victoria goes in, diplomatically attempting to get them to leave, and if that doesn't work, then you and George have gone in with weapons.
Yeah. Forgot about that one. So am I compelled here to tell her the truth?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Damn.
Well, that's awkward. I will tell her, well, we've tried to keep them out diplomatically, but when that fails, then other methods are needed.
What does that mean? Other methods.
We kill them.
Hold on.
Stella
You
begins
told
taking
me,
several steps away from Galen.
Gillen, you told me you have no idea why Victoria would be with the Camarilla, and now you're telling me you killed 3 Camarilla Banu Hakim.
Yeah,
You don't see a connection there at all.
I do, but this seems like this isn't normally how they operate, at least.
No, the Camarilla would never go back against someone who's killing their people. No, they
that's
would
not
just
what I
let that
mean.
happen.
This game with the text messages and all of that. It's strange. But no,
Well, I mean,
like
maybe the
that.
Banu Hakim decided that, hey, 3 of ours got killed, we'll get back at the person. What do you know about the Banu Hakim?
well, I know that they're a pain in the ass sometimes.
Yeah,
They're assassins. They're quick, to say the least.
there's a few of them in the where I used to what I used to do, and they don't like it when you kill one of theirs.
Well, nobody really does.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you don't see a lot of people crying over.
So do
I
you
don't
think
know.
this could have to do with why they didn't attack me, maybe? Someone has a grudge?
What do you think?
I think it's certainly possible, although we've done a very good job of cleaning up. They generally don't escape.
All right. Sorry, Astrid, did you want to say something? No.
Sorry,
All right.
Astrid. The prince's child. You're muted.
You're the prince's kid?
Hi.
Are you Prince Preston's child?
Yes, but
Why?
it is complicated. It
Doc,
is.
you didn't tell me you had friends in powerful places, man.
I was not aware.
This is a lot.
Prince's child is hanging around with anarchs. Anarchs who are responsible for the final deaths of multiple members of the Ivory Tower.
Well, we gave them the option to leave.
To be fair, I have not been hanging around them for the last 6 months. In fact, I was not aware that this was what they were up to. And now it's going to be really interesting what I'll have to say and what will become of me. So, interesting position I'm in now.
Stella, you see, this is close to. This is
All of you
related.
are aware that Stella has slowly been walking backwards away from all of you this entire time.
Uh-oh. Well, we can't.
I'm reaching for guns at this point.
Yeah.
No.
Can I, from the kitchen, have my gun ready and point it at her head behind her?
Yes, you would step behind her and point your gun. She would have to walk past the kitchen.
Yeah.
She feels the cold steel against her head.
I don't press it against her head, but
Can we
I guess if
just,
she's moving back
for 1 second, let this be? She is 6 months old in our society, my responsibility.
Mhm.
Stella, this is exactly why I told you not to get involved with the Ivory Tower.
All
They
this
will
says is
get
that I
their
shouldn't
little
get involved
claws
in
in you.
anarchs.
They will get their little claws in you and they will make you do things. You will think you want to do things, but it's them making you do things. They will feed you their lies because they are very old and they know what they want. And what they want is to get older. You know the Convention of Thorns that you mentioned? Do you know why it was started?
You already asked me this, Anthony. Because of the Inquisition.
No. Not because of the Inquisition. Because the older of our kind were afraid of the younger ones of our kind.
Are you afraid of me, Anthony?
I'm afraid of anyone of our kind. Because you would be insane not to be afraid of our kind.
Well, your friend has a gun to the back of my head.
And I would greatly appreciate it if we could all just sit down and talk about this. Like sane people who don't kill each other for literally no reason.
I am not going to put my gun away, and I'm going to just say, Anthony, I'm afraid it wouldn't be for no reason here. She could give away our location.
Galen.
It wouldn't need to be it's not necessary, I hope, but she could be compelled to do so. That's the issue. But then again, so could I. So,
Galen, you bring your shit to our back door, and then you have the fucking guts to start throwing accusations like that.
There are no accusations being leveled at you, Anthony, but you know as well
No,
as
but
I
you come to us, you involve us in your bullshit, and now you're gonna kill my child?
Anthony, I would rather not, but if it needs to be done, it will.
You are really, really
Can
good at
I
rationalizing
trust her?
your poor decisions, Galen.
Can we trust her, Anthony?
Yes, we can trust her. And I look at Stella.
So if
You
this
can
goes-
trust me if you
this
remove.
goes wrong, it's on your head.
You can trust me
It's
if
on
you
my
take
head.
away everything that you just told me. Because I will absolutely go tell the Camarilla. I think y'all are crazy to be anarchs. I think none of this makes any sense.
you are making a lot of assumptions. I'm not an anarch. And most
You're
of
the
us
child
aren't.
of the prince. Do you not think I'll go tell the child? Do you not think I'll go tell the prince?
Do you not think he doesn't know?
I don't
Anthony,
think he does.
I know
You should
Yes,
hear the
he
way he
does.
talks. You should hear the way he talks about you in Elysium.
He knows where I am. He knows what I'm doing for the most part.
For
He's
the
a
most
prince.
part.
He's the prince. Of course he does. What do you think? He wouldn't be the prince for no reason.
Anthony.
I was gonna bleed out on that floor. I would have died that day. You either take me out or take away my memories.
No, I'm giving you that choice. Either we kill you or take out your memories.
Then take them. And
Right.
then I want you to promise to let me go. Don't contact me again. I don't want to know who you are.
Are you sure about that?
If this is what you get involved with, Anthony, if this is what you think is worth fighting for, taking each other out when the humans will do that for us. Yeah.
All right.
So afraid of the of elder vampires and their influence. The only people you have to be afraid of are the people who outnumber us billions to one. It's
All right.
Camarilla that understands that.
Oh, she's in the Kool-Aid, man.
Yeah, deep.
I could say
I
the same
will.
thing about you.
Excuse me? You don't know a thing about me.
And after tonight, hopefully I'll never see your face again.
Oh, I want to shoot her. I want to shoot her.
Please don't.
No.
Just wipe her memories and set her loose.
I will walk up to Stella
Mm-hmm.
and I will lean in and whisper, "I'm very sorry that I failed you like this, Stella. And I will use my disciplines to wipe her mind of this."
That is a dominate discipline. So it's dominate and
Well,
I know we talked about you having one or the other.
yeah, but problem is if I use that, it's a lot more than just what this is.
No, go ahead and roll me manipulation and dominate.
All right.
That's not the one I was referring to. Not that one. That would erase her
Yes.
entire everything.
All right.
Oh, God, clean
I
slate.
just-
That'd be crazy.
I just got that.
4
That I would
successes.
remember.
4 successes.
She's putting up no resistance.
Good. Then I'm going to do one more thing.
I need to know what you're removing.
I'm removing all memories of me and everything involving me.
This location. This event.
This location, this event.
All right.
If I can remove the fact that she knows that I'm her sire, I will do so.
You can.
Right.
And as long as no one pokes too hard into her mind, she will not remember it.
There's one more thing I'm going to do.
Yes.
I have submerged directive.
Yes.
I'm going to implant that if she ever hears the name, any of our names, she will do everything she can to not get involved.
All right.
A nuclear deterrent.
Yeah. All right.
Your last instruction, that many successes. She turns and walks out of her own home. Where she goes, you don't know. But she won't be coming back here.
Hell of a party.
Could have gone better, but could have gone worse,
Shut up.
Anthony.
Leave him be for now. Just let's get ourselves together and then maybe we can think through things straight.
Are we leaving tonight or are we leaving tomorrow?
Doc, I'm with you.
It's up to you. I'd rather stay in one place.
As you decide where you're going to stay, George, you get a video call on your phone.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
You see it's from Junie's number.
Okay.
Junie, your lieutenant, you assume died in the fire.
Oh.
Do you answer it?
Hell yeah.
Who you see on the other side is Junie.
Thank
She's bur-
the Dark Father you're alive.
Wait.
She's burnt. A lot of her hair is missing. She looks quite gaunt and injured. And she says, "Oh, Baron, you're alive.
chilling.
You could see behind her, the majority of your crew are there. The ones who were missing, who went out looking for the Thin Bloods, she's found them. They're all back, but where her location is very dark, and it's not any place that you recognized.
Okay.
The Thin Bloods hit the bar and burned it down. I assume you know.
I figured as much.
We got one of them to talk before another one from who knows where set the place on fire. Explosives.
Yeah. Figured as much.
They had they all had these cards on them. She holds one up to the
Hakata, right?
camera. Yeah. But when we
Yeah.
got one to talk, when we beat it out of him, he said that they were working for the Baron. And we said, not our Baron. And he said, no, the Baron on the Strip.
The other guy.
And
other
then
guy.
everything exploded. I frenzied. I ran. The sun came up. I dug myself underground. We scattered. We're all the way on the outskirts of Myrtle Beach. We're not even in the town. We need you, George. You have to come back to us. You have to protect us. We are battered and injured.
Okay. In through your nose, out through your mouth. I'll be there as fast as I can.
Let me talk to the doctor.
Hey, Doc, get over here.
Yep.
Your girlfriend's on the line.
It's good to see you're alive.
You promised me, Galen, that you were going to lead this movement. You said you were doing it. You were standing up for what was right. This is the price of it. Fucking man up. Show those Camarilla fucks what it means to be an anarch.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You coming to us, Baron?
Yeah. I'm gonna need your Prius.
All yours.
Cool. I hang up the phone. Well, kids, it's been fun. And I leave the house.
And we do know Nick has somewhere else that he has to be, so if you do need to leave, just let us
No,
know.
I can stick around
Okay.
for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
George exits out of Stella's home. Now the original coterie is left. Pirate's Voyage is burnt down. Conflicting information. Anthony's child has asked for her memories to be erased. It's like old times.
Just like old times. Yep.
Hunter, remove your hunger for as many blood bags as you drank.
Yeah, you ain't got no more blood bags left.
Are there any over? Can I have two?
We'll say she had a total of 5.
Then
Oh,
there are
shit.
exactly 2 left.
Is anyone else feeling awful?
I'm fine.
Oof.
I can help heal up anybody who needs it.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Here, I'll use Valerian on Hunter if you need it.
I absolutely do. You can see that
Then-
Hunter's basically limping around.
Then let's do it. Okay, that's
That's a rouse check?
Successes. Yep, and I'm giving you the rouse check now. Success on the rouse.
Success. 2 successes. Hunter, how much damage do you have?
I have 6.
Oh,
Does that put you into aggravated, or are you still on superficial?
No, it filled up my superficial is what happened.
Galen walks over to you, and you felt this before when you were severely damaged. You feel this radiating warmth and light and healing coming from him as he stares at you, and all you can see is that large eye on his forehead. Feels nice. Feels like being wrapped in a warm blanket. remove half of your superficial damage.
Wonderful.
Galen, you can do this again if you want.
Yeah,
But
I'll do it.
But this time, you will take the damage you are removing.
If you're doing really poorly, I'll do it again.
I'm at half health essentially.
Then I'll even it out a bit. So let's do another rouse check. This one I fail, I'll get a dot hungrier, and then
You're at 2 hunger.
yep. Valerian time. 2 successes.
Remove the rest of your superficial damage. Galen, 3 superficial damage.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough, but you know.
I can give the last blood bag to him. That's gonna help. And I'll remain at 2 hunger.
Mm-hmm. Galen, do you drink the blood bag?
Sure. Yeah, I'll give it a drink.
Put yourself down to 1 hunger. Anthony, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah, try not to look directly at my bleeding eye, please. I know how that makes you feel.
Stop it with the jokes, Doctor. I think it's not been that kind of night.
Honestly, it's been exactly that kind of night.
I've got
Complete
something to tell
clusterfuck.
you. If it ever comes to blows, and it might, don't make me do this.
Okay.
Thank you. She walks away. This was as she gave him the bag.
It looks like we know exactly who our enemies are this time. Which one do we take out first?
Victoria is my priority. Always, but I'm just 1 vote.
Well, I was thinking, seeing as it seems like the Thin Bloods didn't want to hurt you, perhaps you should go deal with them. You've got
That's a good idea.
diplomatic immunity, maybe?
But they were under some kind of influence, right?
Oh,
Hunter, you recall they relished in an imaginary or conjured bloodbath.
Oh, yeah. They were thirsty. Crazed. Maybe it was hunger, but
I don't think so.
it was pretty extreme. They wanted my blood more than anything else. So,
I think somebody is using them. I don't think they're acting of their own volition.
I hope not.
We need the Baron on the Strip. We need to find out who that is. If Victoria is safe now,
I don't think she's safe.
We should go to the Camarilla and make sure Victoria is safe.
yeah.
I agree. That's
Galen, I don't think you should come with us. She's bait.
as much as I would like to disagree. You're right.
You deal with my problem, I deal with yours.
Sounds fair enough.
Is there a way I can find her if we go into their territory?
You know as much as I do. Maybe you could have somebody trace the
Well-
cell phone activity.
Luckily, you have someone in your coterie who's deeply connected to the Camarilla. the child of the prince, she could easily make a simple phone call, find her.
That's a good point.
Beyond that, got a way of finding where she is physically, if that need to be the case.
I
I'm
didn't
assuming
want
you've
to
got
push.
something of hers. I mean, I know, but if things that have been said in this room or in the Pirate's Voyage today come to light, there might be a time when I won't have a choice but to say things, because that's how some people roll. So I do need to be careful. But I've been careful so far, and I'm still here. So, yeah.
I trust you.
I'm sticking out my neck here, but so are we all. Isn't that right?
Earliest thing tomorrow? Is that the plan? If you want to make the call, then.
I will have something of hers, Doctor.
I don't believe you have anything of hers personal.
Nope.
But I have met her.
You have
So-
met her. Would you like to perform your ritual, or would you like to make a phone call? Or would you like to do both?
I would start with ritual first.
All right. Out of your purse, you pull out a ribbon and your dagger. And I need you to roll me intelligence, blood sorcery. Anthony, you have the card in your hand, the Tofana wine and grill, or wine bar.
Yeah.
You overheard on George's phone call that they also were carrying these cards.
Yeah. I did.
Whether it's connected or not, it's kind of hard for you to figure out now. Your resource, who did a lot of your investigation, is now doesn't know you exist.
I'm aware.
Galen, another text message comes through on the phone. Do you look at it?
Absolutely.
It's the same picture again. It's not new. It's the same one, as if to remind you that she's still missing, or the state that she's in. No words.
I'm really tempted to say something back, but that would be unwise.
Hunter, what are you doing?
Hunter's relaxing while he waits for the ritual, or if someone needs me.
All right. 3 successes.
Okay. I should have figured out why I couldn't roll it.
All of you see Astrid slice into her own arm, slice into the other, and hold it out over the ribbon. The blood goes nowhere but on the ribbon, absorbs it immediately. She wraps it around her hand, closes her eyes, pictures Victoria, where she is, where she might be. When she opens her eyes, a small trail is illuminated that only Astrid can see. When you look at the direction it's heading into, it is heading into Camarilla territory. You're muted, by the way.
We have her. I'm pretty sure. I will need to do this again before we go, when we're closer. rather.
You have the rest of the night to follow this trail. It will disappear after 24 hours. What is the plan for the coterie? Are they going after Victoria? Are they heading to the Baron on the Strip? Which, to get to Camarilla territory, you do have to pass by. Or are they heading into the Hecata, which is past Camarilla territory? Remember, Myrtle Beach runs in a straight line.
It wouldn't be wise for me to go see Victoria. Clearly, this is a trap for me. But at the same time, I'd rather not go anywhere completely alone.
Well, it's not wise, but shall we split the party?
I think so.
That went so well for you last time.
Yeah, no, it went terribly. Maybe I could just follow you guys and hang back, obfuscated.
You're the Anarch leader. Make a decision.
I think we should all move out. We're gonna need everybody.
And the direction?
First to the Camarilla,
So it is.
then we can deal with the Baron. Do we think our interaction with the Baron is likely to end in conflict?
He tried to blow us up.
Yeah. My main concern is that whichever fight we prioritize last will be going into underprepared. We'll be wounded, probably. And that's my main concern. I think going against the Camarilla will most likely be what requires our fullest strength. They're the most well-funded, well-supported. I say we take that first. That being said, it's up to a vote.
There's two ways this can go. Well, many more than that, actually, but going there, I'm not sure how the influence you think I might have yet. But we will see when we get there, I suppose. So heads up in case I don't come along for whatever reason.
Why wouldn't you come along?
I might not live to tell the tale. We'll see. I have been, apparently, in a coterie with an anarch leader. That's not gonna sit well with them, is it? We'll see what happens.
Yes, we will.
As you all make your final preparations, whether you're going to the Baron on the Strip or to the Camarilla, Astrid, you get a text message. And it's from Susie, one of your sisters, one of the daughters of Oblivion. It's a picture message. She's taken a picture of Magnolia, who has covered herself up with a lot of makeup and veiled herself. And they seem to be outside of a club on the Strip. The text message says, "Taken Magnolia dancing." And the club behind her is called Club Karma. Meet us? Question mark.
I text back going, be careful. Clubs have been targeted lately. Been a fire downtown. Might wanna not.
No worries. The owner is one of us.
I say, okay, cannot come today though. But sometime soon. Let's do something fun.
We'll be here if you change your mind.
I say thank you. That's it.
And as the coterie, battered, damaged, emotionally and otherwise, decides to leave Stella's house and head towards the Market Commons, we are going to end season premiere here. I want to thank Nick for joining us, but Nick has left.
I'm still
There
there.
he is.
I'm still here.
I know Nick has to go. So I want to say thank you, Nick, for joining us. Thank you. Everyone should
Thank you for
check
having me.
Nick out on TikTok and Iron VTM on TikTok. And he's going to be at the what is it called again?
Midwinter Gaming Convention. Exeter by Night is doing their Welcome to the Succubus Club. So we all get to meet each other finally. It's really exciting.
Yeah, we want to thank you so much for joining us. You were a hilarious Bruja Baron.
I hope you all like me. I was just in character.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
You are effortless.
Yeah, we love you. You're
Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're all amazing. Bless. I gotta go. Have a good night.
Thank you,
You
Nick.
too.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Of course, want to thank everybody else. Of course, I want to thank Josh. I'm sorry I blew up Pirate's Voyage.
You better.
Again.
No, this is the first time it's been blown up.
You,
It's been battered before. Only battered. I'm sorry. My bad.
you better be wary. I'll get you.
I blew off Pirate's Voyage and blew off Caden's hands. I apologize for that. I'm sorry Galen is getting a lot of the brunt of the coterie, but that
Oh,
seems
that's
to be
totally
normal.
fine. That is 100% his fault.
That seems to be the average attitude of the coterie towards Galen at this point.
We love you, Harry, just so you know.
Oh,
It's all
Well-
good.
it wouldn't be a season of Blood on the Grand Strand without everyone being annoyed at Galen.
Mhm.
Yep.
And
Love you too,
Chris, thank you. I mean, Chris. What's funny is that Chris is the sweetest, kindest, nicest
No, he
guy,
is.
and then he's just so ready to jump down Harry's throat. It's hilarious. I love everything about it.
There's gonna be more of that next
Oh,
session.
hell yeah. I love it.
So much more.
I'm sorry.
There's
Wow.
some
Bad brigade.
bad blood right now. There's some bad blood going on right now.
And I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to thank my players so much for trying to comb through all of these threads that I've just thrown at their feet, and we will unravel them as the season goes along. So I want to thank all of you for playing, for watching. You guys are the absolute best.
You too. Thank you so much.
For
Looking forward to
it.
next
Yeah.
game.
This has been
For the
great.
game.
Cheers, everyone. Bye.
Yes.
Bye-bye.